Local recording started. There we go. Oh, boy. I was feeling a little lethargic before stream. But then I stood up, I turned up the heater, and I'm feeling a little bit better. I can't remember if I save stated at the end of last stream or not. Either way, whatever. I think we should be fine wherever we're at. Yeah, we should be fine right here. Evening gamers. Adam, would you rather have unlimited sausages but no more cartoons, or cartoons but or cartoons unlimited, cartoons but no What the fuck are you saying to me right now? This is where we were at, yeah? We haven't done 5. We finished 4, we didn't do 5, I believe. So this is good. We'll probably finish it today. I only put hopefully in like the tweet and in the Discord notification because like you never know. You never know. I was thinking about it though. I think I will stream DuckTales after this, just because it was basically a tie a lot of the time. So, you know, and then I'll get back to Sonic after I finish DuckTales, because neither of these are very long games. Hey, this is gonna be beaten like 2 streams. Fuck you, get out of here. Stroke in chat, what the fuck? Oh, so, someone's having a stroke, yes. Nope, okay, I thought maybe I didn't know what I was doing there. Now I know what I was doing. I see exactly where the thing I needed was. This is a good place to get mixed, though. Maybe I'll get Hammer. Maybe I'll get my most favorite power-up. Nope, okay, that's decent, though. Fuck you, get out of here. I was thinking the other day about how these next few months are a little bit packed with releases and stuff for me to stream, because 24th of February, 24th of February, we have, we got, you know, Return to Dreamland Deluxe, and then in March, like, Breath of the Wild comes out, sorry, Tears of the Kingdom comes out in March. That shit comes out in 2 months, and I feel like it's kind of crazy. And I feel like the reason no one's talking about it is because no one really cares right now, because we hardly seen anything of the video game. That's why I'm saying we gotta be getting a fucking a direct in like the middle of before Return to Dreamland comes out, because we need like some more info on that game, you know, just before it comes in, you know, because like I would imagine, I don't know, I just feel like that would work. And then I don't know, we just haven't gotten like a big trailer. We talked about this last stream. I won't go too over, but they've kind of killed the hype themselves for that game by waiting so long to show anything. Would you rather unlimited sausage but no more cartoons, or you're saying it again, the same thing? What is wrong with you? I was watching a fucked up scary video about chimpanzees earlier. Don't trust the chimpanzee. I wouldn't trust a chimpanzee with my life. A bonobo, okay. Bonobos are good. They're like the hippie cousins of the chimp, and I'm not too sure. And I'm not too sure why they're so docile while chimps are fucking crazy people, but, the ball's probably good for speedruns. Chimpanzees are fucked. Yeah, bonobos, though. Bonobos are cool. Bonobos are even more peaceful than, like, orangutans. How do you... Orangutans. Orangutans, right? It's orangutans. Yeah, it's not orangutans, it's orangutan. Because it's not orange. You know what's funny is, like... you think it's orang because... Okay. You think it's orang because, oh, they're orange. But then in reality, it means, like, man of the jungle or some shit. When translated. Alright, well, I would have ate you, but you refused to give me your life. Ah, come on. I feel that it shouldn't be hard to understand the hypothetical I asked you. What the fuck do you mean? I'm gonna die in this video game with only 1 life. Why do I only have 1 life? I'll take you. Oh, I don't like burning. I don't like burning at all. This reminds me of that one castle level in, Dynablade. Okay, there we go. There it goes. There goes the death. Turn this up a bit for me. I feel like... Oh, now I realize... Stop! Now I realize why I feel like there's no sound. I meant to put the fan on. There we go. I need a little bit of white noise, alright? I'm gonna die again. I need a little bit of white noise for me to be sane. Bro, come on. You don't do double star? Just give me your coconut. Fucking monkey. This is a... It's weird how gorillas were seen as, like, the bloodthirsty things for, like, the bloodthirsty... I'm playing very badly right now. Forgive me. I'm thinking about 5 things at once. This dude doesn't drop a star. Unless you fucking get in his path. Okay, come on. Fuck you, bonkers, you son of a bitch, with your dumbass face and your little doofont. Yeah, game over. Continue. What's that number going down? Alright, whatever. I don't have to do that. No, okay, thank God. I don't have to do the whole world again. Whatever. Who cares? Who cares? Reloading the game resets your lives, I believe. Yeah, but I don't remember... Load restore point. I was right there. I'd have to do level 1 again. I already did level 1. I'd rather just keep going. I'd rather not undo my progress. I'm just gonna stick with sword, man. I don't really care about burning. Burning is kind of doo-doo. So yesterday, because I was watching a video about people talking about the horrible Michael Bay Transformers movies, I realized I'd never seen that Bumblebee movie, and I had always heard good things. And it's on Paramount Plus, and I have Paramount Plus, so I was like, you know what, let me check out Bumblebee. And I'm like, wow, this is actually a pretty good movie. And I'm kind of sad now that it did so bad in the box office, because, like it's genuinely a good movie. It's what the movies should have always have been. And then I was trying to look into, like, is it a prequel, or is it like a soft, is it like a reboot? Is it like a totally different thing? And it seems like, so, apparently there were 2 scenes that they did not make, they cut on making for time. But they were 2 contradictory scenes. One of them was like, oh, the US military does have Megatron in the ice, like in those Michael Bay movies. And then the other one was like, oh, he's in that, like, scene on Cybertron and he kills a bunch of Autobots. So it seems, but they cut both of them out because it seems they didn't really know what they wanted. But it seems now that it is its own separate thing. And then I was like, man, this is so good. I want a fucking sequel. And then I learned that new Transformers movie's coming out. I thought it was just another Michael Bay one. No, it's a sequel to Bumblebee. And then I was like, oh, here we go. And I just hope it's as good, man. I just hope it's as good. I'm not saying Bumblebee, it wasn't a groundbreaking movie or anything, but, like, it was nice to see a Transformers movie that was actually good and had good designs, and they all didn't look like horrible fucking crab robot men. You know what I'm talking about? In those Michael Bay movies, when every Decepticon just looks like a crab. In this movie, there's, like, 3 Decepticons, you know, that, well, you know, there's a bunch on the Cybertron scene in the beginning. But they're all visually distinct. You look at them like, yeah, okay, I know which one that one is. They're not all the same gray color. It's all the G1 designs. For some reason, Optimus Prime has got those love handles. Like, why does the original Optimus Prime design have, like, those love handles? Why? Who designed them like that? Who gave them hips? Who gave Optimus Prime the hips? Kind of weird. Kind of weird, man. Who did that? Fuck. But I hope this new one coming out is just as good, because it looks like it's gonna be good. You can tell it's a sequel to Bumblebee. I don't know, it's weird because, like, there's elements of the Michael Bay movies even in Bumblebee as well. Like, Bumblebee talks through the radio for the majority of the movie, which is a little sad because, like, the voice he has in the beginning is, like, really fits, and I'm like, oh, he's actually a character. Stop. He's got those birthing hips. He do be having those birthing hips. But yeah, oh, and well, no, wait, I got it back, baby. This is mine. I'm not losing this. It's my favorite power. I refuse. But yeah, I hope it's good. It does look a bit more action-packed than the first one. The first one was more down-to-earth. It, like, took place in the 80s, and the main character was, like, mechanic girl. Fuck you. Which I really liked. I like that. They should have made her a lesbian, though, man. There's no way she was gonna get... She got with, like, this nerdy dude. And I'm like, no way, man. No way. I just don't believe that, man. Like, she's, like, the most... She's wearing, like, mechanics outfits, and she's working on the cars. She's getting oil. And, like, no fucking... I wouldn't. There's no way. I don't believe that. I don't believe that that's real. For a second, I thought maybe she was gonna fall in love with Bumblebee, and I was gonna be like, oh, yeah, I love romances that are human and creature. Sentient creature. Sapient, sentient creature. But no, it didn't turn in... Okay. It didn't turn into that. Unfortunately. I don't know, I think I just love that for some reason. I love that funny bit. But the non-human person doesn't turn like, no Beauty and the Beast shit. Beauty and the Beast, but the Beast stays the Beast. That's how that movie should have been. That's the optimal formula for that kind of thing. He stays the fucked up creature. Doesn't it kind of degrade the whole point? Oh, I was supposed to have Umbrella for that, I think. Whatever. Beauty and the Buick. What if she got with the car? She got with the car. Remember in the... Don't they make a joke about truck nuts in one of the Michael Bay ones? Those are... It's so... Why'd they do that? Why'd they make it like that? Why'd they do that, though? Yeah, like I said, it was enjoyable, man. I'm surprised with how much I enjoyed it. I just hope this one coming out is good. Because it looks... It's, like I said, same design philosophy. They don't look nasty. The action looks a bit better. It seems like it's gonna... I think the optimal way to do a Transformers thing is, like, every Transformer has, like, a human companion. Because, like, yeah, you're gonna get cars. They're gonna get bought by someone eventually or something. Because they're robots in disguise. And that's what kind of the Bumblebee was. And I really like that about it. And it looks like the second one's gonna have that, too. I don't know why they are so instant. Like, he was... Okay, so through most of Bumblebee, he was a bug. He was, a bug car. But then... At the end, he turns into, like, the whatever car he is in, like, the Michael Bay ones. So I think at first maybe they were kind of thinking it was going to be a prequel to the Michael Bay ones, but then they were like, nah, let's not do that. What do I got? I'll take Tornado. Because, like I said, they had two scenes with two contradicting scenes with Megatron. So I think they just didn't do either of them because they didn't know what they wanted. They were like, oh, it could be either or, depending on what people, like or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they're so insistent. I don't know why... At least Optimus Prime in these new ones, in this new continuity or whatever, is the actual truck he's supposed to be and not like a fucking Guy Fieri truck. You know what I'm saying? There we go. I'll take that shit. Oh! Because, I don't know. I do like the... it's good. It's just, the designs are so much better, man. It's like night and day. You look at the Michael Bay ones and it's like, oh my god, these are monstrosities. Even if from a technical standpoint, they are good. But the thing about Bumblebee is, like, it did bad in the box office, and also, it's not like that couldn't have been done already. Like, there was nothing holding back the Transformers movies from being good movies besides just, like, you know what I mean? It's not like the technology wasn't there or whatever. In fact, I would probably say Bumblebee was probably a cheaper movie than the other ones were. Just by the fact that you didn't have explosions and shit every 5 seconds. I agree with some... I was watching a review of it, though, afterwards, and I do agree that I think the whole radio thing with Bumblebee is getting a little old. And is, like, doesn't need to really be a thing. Just have him talk, man. Just have him talk. I kind of want to get into some of the Transformers TV series now. Like, I remember there was this one... when I was younger, and I've seen it, people talk about it multiple times. It has this really good design look. They look a bit more human in it, but that's okay. Because, whatever. Design. I'm gonna have to look into that one. And I know there was that 3D one on The Hub, which was Discovery Kids, and then it was The Hub, then it went back to being Discovery Kids. For whatever reason. That was weird. Remember that? Remember that show about, like, kids that would look after cryptids? That scared me sometimes. That scared me. That sure scared me. There was a lot of those cryptid hunting and ghost hunting shows that scared me when I was little. But now I look... Oh! Think you could hide from me? Think you could hide a goddamn secret from me? The secret gamer? Yeah, I hope it keeps going strong. I could see Transformers being a thing I'd get into. Like a few years ago, I got into Ninja Turtles lore, and I learned a lot about Ninja Turtles. It kind of has a similar vibe to it. Where, like, you can kind of... It's just got this vibe of, like, oh, you can make a new continuity with your own perspective on things. That's what Ninja Turtles has. That's what A lot of stuff. What was I talking about? Video game. What was I just thinking about Ninja Turtles that has that also where you can just, you know, do whatever continuity you want? I don't care about getting 100% in this fucking video game. I do not care. How's everyone else's day though? Like I said, that's all I've really done with my day off is I watched Bumblebee and I learned a little bit about Transformers. Other than that, not much going on. Like I said, I think soon there will be a lot going on with Return to Dreamland, and I will stream Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom is good because I'll be able to stream it, and then also be able to play it a lot on my own time, as long as I don't do, like, story. You know what I mean? That'll be good. I'm gonna take my time with it, too. Like, I've learned to try to take my time with video games on stream, even if they take a while. I just gotta... I'll take Parasol. I just gotta hope and pray that, No, I don't want Parasol, actually. I just gotta hope and pray I don't see a spoiler. Yeah, there we go. I'll take Cutter. Cutter, tried and true, man. Tried and true. It's gotta be up there. Especially in, I really like the implementation of Cutter in Forgotten Land. I thought they did it really well, putting it in a 3D space. Or it was kind of more like a... It worked more like a boomerang than ever. In fact, you could hold it and shit. Yeah, what happened to this dude? This purple dude. We don't see this dude anymore. This dude was like... There was 2 sword dudes, and now he was one of them, and now we just don't see him. This game doesn't have the cutter, right? Where you, like, can get close to an enemy? No, okay. This is before that. Well, you know, it's remake of Adventure, so yes, it would. Yo, Fire Lion! This dude should have been in Forgotten Land. I mean, maybe they didn't want to have any other lions besides Leon Gar, which makes sense. Alright, I'll take you. Just give me fire, you give me burning. He got let go? Who got let go? Oh, yeah. Meta Knight fucking fired him. You know what's the sick... I said Kirby Air Ride. I think Kirby Air Ride's kind of mid. I think it's overrated. But you know what's... That opening cutscene where, like, Kirby gets, like, ambushed by 2 sword dudes on, like, the... That's some good... That's, like, a cinematic... That's amazing. I love that. I want a cutscene in a Kirby game that's like that. I want fucking... I want a cinematic cutscene like that. I was kind of hoping Forgotten Land would have been more story-oriented than it was. I was, like, expecting that a little bit. Like I said, I think the best way to put story in a Kirby game is Robobot, where you have this character you meet every once in a while. You know, Baba-Bee, Baba-Boo, and it's just enough to keep you engaged, just enough dialogue. I guess that's my biggest hope for the next mainline Kirby game is, a little more story within the game. I would like that. Not that the lore we got in Forgotten Land wasn't big, because it was fucking huge. It's just that it was all at the end there. Woo! That was close. There we go. But, yeah, I don't know. I said this before, too. You know, with the whole Mario movie coming out, people have been talking about, like, oh, what if so-and-so gets a movie? Who gets a movie? And I've heard people say a Kirby movie, but I don't know how you could possibly do that. You'd have to set it in its own thing, like the anime. You know, obviously, closer to the characters like the game, unlike, you know, the anime and DDD anime DDD's poop besides the voice and some, you know, good bits here and there. Can I go down this? No. Yeah, because there's so much shit. And the fact that, with Mario, it's like, oh yeah, you can kind of do a thing. Even with Zelda 2, you could follow a certain game, and that could be itself a self-imposed, self-enclosed video game. But you can't really do that with Kirby, because it's like a linear timeline. It's not like Zelda, where it's like this, and goes to this, and then the timeline splits, and you go here, and there, and there, and there. It's like, nah, what each game takes place after the... But, like, is the previous game is the one that took... Oh, this fucking dude. Okay, I didn't know that's a thing that would happen. Can I get... What do I get from this dude's missiles? Heavy mole? This dude's cool. I would love to see this dude in a modern Kirby game. Or in 3D. He'd be a good boss in 3D, I feel like. He's got, like... He you know, he commands the space around him with those buzzsaws. Fuck. What does this give me? Does this give me Crash? Is Crash in this game? Crash is in this game. Because I get it from the bomb. Come on. Oh, it gives me Hammer. Okay. Fuck. Me? If they did Kirby, it would have to be like a truncated Dreamland. Yeah, it'd have to be... You'd have to mix Dreamland... Or just do adventure. Just adventure would work. Maybe with a little bit of mixing of... Fuck. Alright, whatever. I can just get another one. I got it. Ow. This dude kind of sucks. It might be better just to, like, not have a power, honestly. Okay, fuck you, Heavy Mo, with your big-ass eyeball. Yeah, Adventure and Dreamland 1 would be how to start it. I feel like you could kind of mix the Dreamland trilogy into one, right? You get 2, 3, and 64, kind of merge that into one. Probably more 64 than Dreamland 2 or 3. The modern Kirby games where it really becomes like you can't mix those games. Like you can't mix Return to Dreamland with Triple Deluxe or Robobot. You know what I mean at all. Same thing with Forgotten Land. I feel like a TV show. If you're gonna put Kirby in some sort of entertainment media that's not a video game, you have to do a TV show. Because there's so much to cover that it would be hard to do that, especially with, like, leaving bits and pieces of lore. Sorry, my eyes are... Rode my eyes today. Dreamland is pop star. Or, like, Superstar, since it opens with the Dreamland, technically. Yeah, that's true. But I feel like then you'd be kind of jipping... I feel like you need to have Dreamland 1 and Adventure as one movie to get across that DVD. Oh, he's a jerk. He looks like he's gonna be the bad guy, but he's not. You know what I mean? Have that. Superstar... I know, listen, I know a lot of people would probably say, like, oh, but what do you mean Marx is, like, the most, is so important, blah, blah, blah. But I don't know, I don't feel like, yo, please? I don't feel like you really need, Marx isn't that important where he needs his own movie, like, Marx isn't a very, like, you know what I mean? Like, what are you gonna get out of Marx? I don't know, I just feel like, what, I don't know. Magalore can carry a movie as the twist villain, and that works, right? But... Not Marx just is kind of there. He's more of a rabid animal than he is like a cunning villain. You know what I mean? He's a very little brain. This is fucking... What the hell, man? Don't crush me. Bro, move. This reminds me of like those drill mole segments in Epic Yarn, which I would also like to stream one day because I've played that, but I've never... There we go. What? But I've never finished. I remember playing that game a lot with one of my old friends when we were younger. I feel like a lot of people just ignore that game because it is so cutesy, but like then it's got good gameplay though, man. It's got some solid, fun gameplay. No, you bitch. There we go. Fucking die. I'll take that. Thank you very much. Marx is the most important Kirby villain who appeared in one game, and only at the end. Yeah, I don't. He doesn't have enough. He just doesn't have the. He doesn't have the importance to carry a movie. Like, how are you gonna? You're gonna do a whole movie with Marx in the background or Marx as the villain? Like I said, Magalore. I've always said this. Magalore is just the better Marx. Just straight up, Magalore is. Marx wishes he was as like effective as Magalore, because Magalore is with you through the whole fucking video game. You're talking to him constantly. You know what I mean? You go in his ship, that's like your hub, that's where like all the mini games are and shit. So you're constantly seeing him. You see him after every boss. Your whole point is to help him get back to Alcandra. This is an interesting fight. So it's just like when he betrays you, you're really like, what the fuck? No way! Magalore, you are my best friend! Meanwhile, Marx is like, you see him at the beginning, you see him at the end. The only thing he's got for him is like a sick design and like good music. But besides that, he's not much of anything. I'd say even Nightmare. Well, I'd say only Nightmare has stuff over him because of the anime. But you know, that's might not be fair. Magalore is overrated. What the fuck? I love Marx, but he's nothing. What do you mean Magalore is overrated, man? How could you say that? I love that son of a bitch. You know who's overrated? Who is overrated? Marx, I would say, was the... Marx is the one that's overrated, man. Marx is the one that fucking people be like, oh, would be the next Smash character. Oh, Marx, because he's... Yeah, Marx is he's in Superstar. He's such an iconic Kirby character. What the fuck? Shut the fuck up. No, it's Bandana D, or it's Gooey, or it's anybody else who's like, you know, way more important, with a way more interesting... Fan's kind of kicking my ass right now. Fan's about to get me a game over. This is Fan's being a bitch right now. No, he's not. What do you mean, though? How... Wait, you saying Marks isn't overrated? Because Marks is definitely over. Because, like, when you... Because it's the only game non-Kirby fans have ever played is Superstar. So that's the only game they know, and so that's the game they think is the most important in the series or fucking whatever. Which I'm not going to say... Fan, I am going to shit my pants. Oh my god. I need a power for this. I need, like, sword. I need a sword. I can't exit this level. Just kill me. I need sword or something. This is way too hard with just spitting water at him. Next Kirby and Smash, rather. Honestly, if I had to choose next Kirby, I'd love it to be Magolor, mainly because he's my favorite. I thought you just said Magolor was mid. I thought you just said Magolor was overrated. I'm confused now. You just called him Megalore. Oh, that was game. Sorry, you both have green names right now, and that fucked me up. That fucked me up. You both have green names. I do need I need power. That messed me up. I was just looking at green names. Because lately, Honk, you've been the only person that's really been here a lot, so I was just assuming you were still the only person that was here. Give me Tornado. How you doing, games? Been a bit. Don't worry, you're good. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, I enjoy Megalore. I enjoy. Because he's got that nice full moveset. I just think he's also Fuck me? I hate that this is one of those games where you lose the power in one hit. And they don't give you a power before this. But, oh, I could just skip that? You're telling me I could... Okay. So be it. I'm skipping that fight. I don't need it. Yo, I got UFO. Yo, look at the image for it. I never noticed that. It's pretty good, man. I'm alright. What about you? Pretty good. A little bored lately. I can't believe it. Am I the only one that feels like it's been January for 2 months? It's only now starting. We're just now nearly the end of January, and it feels like we should have had January end. Like, I don't know. It feels like it's been going on for... Does this go through walls? Yes. It feels like it's been going on for like 2 months, man. January is just so boring. It's so boring. Oh, sorry for that burp. Other than that, just been chilling. Yeah, it's been a long month. Yeah, this is how January is, man. I also do nothing, though. And even from dad, I work with my dad sometimes, and he wasn't even able to work for 3 weeks because of weather. So it's been so slow. It's been so nothing. No, please. No. Fuck. I thought maybe I could, like, swallow it in the water. I lost it. See, I like this background. These backgrounds are good. It's the, like... It's some of those weird, like, mountain backgrounds that always looked weird to me in this video game. Getting out of there. Not doing the same thing again. Like I said, once February near the end of February, things will start finally picking up. Or just in February in general, because knock on wood, if there isn't a direct before Return to Dreamland comes out, I will, on stream... What will I do on stream? I will finally download Fortnite and play... Nope. I will finally update Fortnite on my PS4 and play Fortnite with Mario. I had another thought, too. I was thinking about how... You know, like, oh, Tears of the Kingdom is probably going to be this year's big game, and so there probably won't be anything revealed at the Direct, because, like, you know, they've been working on Tears of the Kingdom. But then I always thought, like, that game's been in development for, like, 5 years, and it was delayed once, so there's definitely, it's like... They definitely have other stuff to show us, especially since, like, literally the only two things we know about 2023 so far have been Return to Dreamland Deluxe and Tears of the Kingdom. And Tears of the Kingdom was kind of like a given, so really then the, like, purely 2023 thing that's like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah, sure, it's coming out in Tears of the Kingdom's coming out in 2023, but it's like, this is a game we've known about forever. You know what I mean? So, you know, I guess hopefully Pikmin 4 comes out in 2023 as... Fuck. Hopefully Pikmin 4 also comes out in 2023. God, if that game gets delayed, I will... I don't know. I don't know, man. I guess I've waited this long. What's another, like, year? But, I hope it doesn't. Eat a pillow on stream. High stakes. But yeah, I don't know. If that game got delayed, I don't know what I would do. I don't think Pikmin 4 would get delayed. You never know, man. Metroid Prime 4, I don't know what the fuck's happened with that game now. I also don't know what's happening with Advanced Wars. What was another thing I saw a meme today? Was it Metroid Prime 4? Or not today, it was the other day. Something about a game that's never coming out. It is weird with Metroid Prime 4, because they stated they restarted development, and it seemed like, oh, they're gonna keep us updated, cool. But now it's been like 4 years since that update, and it's just weird now. I'll take Tornado. Ow. Come here. Oh, if it did that, honestly, would be funny. It would be a little funny. Still, we talked about it a little bit last time too. I won't dwell on it too long. But just like the way Miyamoto worded things when he brought up Pikmin 4 the last direct, it did get me maybe. Ow. Ah, well, whatever. It did get me a little. Just the way he said, "Oh, we're now with these new control scheme, the game plays." You know, it's. I don't think he didn't say simple. I think we read it at that last stream. But the way the wording he used worried me, I suppose. You bitch, give me back my tornado, which is the best power in Return to Dreamland. It's the true arena killer. It's a bit concerning, but I don't think it'd be too drastically different. Yeah, let's just hope it was like, you know, he's meaning in terms of, you know, because the Wii, I don't know. I think I should just not worry. I guess I should just save any worries I have until we get like a real trailer. I also wonder how the game's gonna function. You know, because like people have been speculating. I feel like I see so many videos in my recommendeds like speculation for Pikmin 4, but every time I see it, it's like, but we don't really know. You know what I mean? Like I feel like we can't even speculate on anything. You know what I mean? We can speculate that we're finally getting some more man-human environments, which seems neat. It's at very least my main hope with Pikmin 4 that it is more single-player content than Pikmin 3. Yeah, you mean longer in general. Yes, I agree. So I hope they keep the story multiplayer from Pikmin 3 Deluxe, because I enjoyed that. I liked that was there. It felt like a long time coming, honestly. But Pikmin is one of those games where, like, you can make the focus single player, but it still works also in multiplayer. Because, like, I just thought about that, like, there's nothing really stopping. I don't know. That's it. You know, there's a lot of games where, like, there's a single player, like Return to Dreamland. It was made priority in single player, but then they kind of threw the multiplayer aspect in there. Same thing with, like, New Super Mario Brothers Wii and so on and so forth. Pikmin really feels like it works so perfectly for both. Two-player story would be good. You know they're not going to give it online, but whatever. I know something Arlo's been saying for a long time is a Pikmin level editor, but that's pretty complicated, man. You know, my biggest hope would bring back the caves bigger and better than ever and make them, you know, not randomly generated, make them more Zelda-esque, I suppose, where they're purposeful. I suppose we will see. Because everyone's, like, hinging on that clock, right? And yes, I agree that clock is put in a weird place. I don't know what they're trying to tell us with that, if anything. God, I love caves. I fucking love the caves, man. I love how bullshit hard Pikmin 2 can be. Like, when rocks just fall and shit, I think that's funny. I don't even get mad. Because I'm like, yeah, that was pretty funny, alright. Because I don't know. Because it's never like... It's weird, because Pikmin is so stressful, but then also zero stress at the same time. Specifically, too. Because you have infinite days. You can, like... regroup your like the only time it's like a real bummer if a Pikmin dies is if it's a purple or white, because then yeah, you gotta go like Resurgence Cave to fucking beef up your purple numbers. But if like red, blue, or yellow die, it's like whatever, man. And it's you know, Pikmin 3 is obviously the easiest. But in that too, it's like yeah, sometimes it's like you stress out yourself. I don't know. It's just so weird. I'd rather have hell difficulty Pikmin 2 than baby Pikmin. I agree. I agree. Not that Pikmin 3 is unenjoyable because of the easiness. Pikmin 3 is definitely more about the time management, which I definitely enjoy. I think 3 captains like the sweet spot. We don't need 4. 4 is too much. 4 is too much. 3 is fine. At this point, if they went back down to 2 or 1, I'd be kind of like... I think it'd be a little bit agonizing, honestly, to go back to only having 2 dudes at a time to do shit. Unless they, you know... As long as they keep the go here function. God, if they get rid of the go here function, I'm gonna... At least make it an upgrade. Like, you can maybe don't give it to us right off the bat, but, you know... At least let us get it as an upgrade. Almar bench press Charlie, by the way. What the hell? You don't like Charlie, man? I like Charlie. The Piclopedia in Pikmin 3 Deluxe makes Charlie incredibly more endearing of a... Not that he wasn't ever, but... Because a lot of his Piclopedia entries, he talks about, like, I tried to throw myself in the enemy's way instead of the Pikmin, but it was at a loss, and the Pikmin charged ahead of me, and it's like, he's a good leader, man. No wonder he's a... You know, he's like a squad captain, right? He says that in some entries, too. Like, he's a squad captain. I'm not like Olimar, a ship captain. But, like, he's a good man. He's a good... he respects his troops. Charlie's fun, easily the best Kopai Amio, but he's no Ollie. Yeah, Olimar just has a certain... Because Olimar's one of the most well-rounded Nintendo characters of all time, and I stick by that. He's a family man, he's an engineer, and he's like, he's an explorer, and he fucking loves, he's also a nerd, but his main, you know, the pride before the fall is with Olimar. Despite, you know, everyone sees the president as the greedy one, but Olimar's just as greedy. He's out there wanting to get that treasure, and, you know, he'll do anything for the sake of exploration, you know? He definitely has his flaws that that I'm sure Louis would be happy to say what his flaws are. A bit of a Scrooge McDuck, a little bit. A little Scrooge McDuck in there, right? Of like, oh, adventure, but also a little bit of greed and a little bit of nerdness in him. I'd rather take Beam, honestly. Okay, they both give me Parasol, never fucking mind. Oh yeah, these shield me from this. Ow! Falk me? Alright, well, I'm gonna die. Ah! Olimar's a working class father, and we do stand. We do stand. You know, let me go get the Parasol. Yo, Blue Waddle Dee. Man, I wish they would just... why can't they just at least have, like, girl Toads in the Mario movie? I don't know. Why isn't Toadsworth in there? I guess I should stop. Fuck. I need this. I'm definitely gonna need this. Or else I'm gonna die again. Alpha's kind of the nothing character, honestly. Though... I don't like Brittany because I think she's a bitch, but I guess she is better than fucking... Alf, just in terms, like, at least she has a personality. Ow. Unlike, Alf, who's just kind of nothing, really. I mean, they're all kind of aspects of Olimar in a way. Like, Alf's the engineer, Brittany's the botanist, and then Charlie's, like, the squad captain. But, I hate Brittany. I do. I hate that bitch. I hate her a lot. She's so mean to Charlie for no reason, when Charlie is the best Copite. I don't know what her problem is. She's a freak. Yo, purple chili. Yo, he's made out of grape soda. Alf is just a twink. Alf do be just a twink. Remember when that game came out and everyone thought he was like Olimar's son or something? I still think a good premise for a Pikmin game is Olimar takes his kids to the planet. I think that'd be good. But then you get child endangerment, but I mean, I don't know. We're going on, it's like you go camping with your son, that could be technically child endangerment. Give me this. I really like the background. The background in this isn't as good as in the original, because the original's got, like, a really sick, starry NES-looking background that's nice. Oh, we see the president in Pikmin 3. I don't know, man. I'm sad. Why wasn't he in Pikmin 3 Deluxe, man? They should have just shoved him in there in one of those prologue or epilogues. I'll tell you one thing, though. I never played any of the DLC for Pikmin 3 Deluxe, normal Pikmin 3. So having, be able to play all the DLC was pretty nice. Was pretty nice. I didn't know, like, you could have Louis in that shit, in some of those mission modes. I also hope the mission mode is as good as it is in, Pikmin 3. I mean, I have a feeling it will. Those mission modes are just fun to hop into and do stuff with. I do think the mission mode in Pikmin... I do think that Pikmin 3's difficulty shines better within the... In the mission modes, because, like, Pikmin 2's mission modes aren't nearly as fun as Pikmin 3's mission modes. There's something about Pikmin 3's mission modes specifically that's just a little bit better, in my opinion. Pick 4, rather. Yeah, sorry, yeah, I know what you mean. I think we all know. We're Pikmin 3's just on the brain because we're all saying it. Oh my god, what the fuck is wrong with these people? I gotta do this again. I guess we'll see. I'm pretty sure that character we saw in the teaser for 4, that's not Brittany. I really don't think that's Brittany. I think that's someone else. I think that's an entirely new character. There we go. Okay, I thought I missed it for a second. I'll take this. This probably opens what? Ooh, a samurai game. Alright. Get some lives from that. Doomed evidences to be her, to be Brittany. Yeah, there's, it's the... Even the hair, it's similar, but it's different, and, like, the fact that it's not a... They weren't, in the... It's not a dress, right? That's not a dress they're wearing. So, you know. I wonder who it'll be. Maybe it'll be, like, I don't know. I had an idea for the... Let me play this minigame real quick, and then I'll think about what I was trying to... Because I had an idea for who that new character might be. Fuck! Okay. The president finally hired a third employee, finally! How many lives do I get from that? Nothing? What the fuck? Alright. I had the idea that what if it was like a protege to Olimar that's... I don't know, I like the idea of more scientists. Like, I don't know, like Olimar always talks about in his notes and too, like, the scientific community is split on what to classify them as, and it's like... Well, why don't we see more people, like, you know... You think you'd see more, like... I don't know, we get the idea that the... Sorry, not Copites. Hakatations. We get the idea that Hakatations are a very greedy people, but that's only because of the president and Olimar himself. So, like, is that even kind of true? I know they're very business compared to the Copites, who seem to be... Copites seem to have more to do with the arts, but, you know... I don't know, it's the idea of... That's the only problem, though, is with that. That is, like, what is your... And his wife, to a degree. And his wife... Yeah, I suppose. But, like, Yo, these UFOs are getting in my face. What would be the collectible if you're just, like, going in there on a expedition? On a site, like, what would be the collectible? I feel like treasure is just, like, I don't know... On one hand, it's a weird thing, because treasure's definitely the best collectible. But on the other hand, it's like we've done treasure so many times. Do we really want to do treasure again? And could you even do that again? Like, could you even do the product placement that Pikmin 2 did again? Or is that not possible in this day and age? You ever think about that? Like, do you think that could even happen in this day? Like... for one, do you think Nintendo would want to do that? Modern Nintendo would want to do that. Second of all, do you think it would even be worth it? I don't know. I don't know. Because what are you even going to do? I guess you just do a lot of the... I guess I'd worry they'd try to put in, like, Marvel Snap cards or fucking whatever, you know what I mean? Though there weren't that many pop culture references in Pikmin 2. It really was, like, main... Besides, like, references to, you know, Nintendo's past, it was very much, like, Hanafuda cards and, you know, blah, 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 whatever. There wasn't a lot of... Bro, come on. There we go. There wasn't a lot of pop culture shit. It'd be like a Wimbledon thing, or, you know, maybe, you know. Yo, Meta Knight, this is your world. I'm pretty sure I'm about to fight you next. Alright, honestly, this is just easier to do. Yo, that dude is so cool with the axe. I love this guy's design. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what the hell this UFO dude is supposed to be, though. I had the idea of, like, that Kirby game idea I was thinking about earlier. I was thinking about making these guys, like, almost like standard enemies, or some sort of version of them. Bum, bum, bum. Come on, give me that number one. Bro, please. Boss time? Yep, there we go. Okay, we're near the end of the game. Man, I guess it's been 40 minutes. What'll I do if, like... Here we go, baby. I'm gonna die instantly. I do like the arena from the original NES version in this better, too. I like the funny moon in the background. Ugh. I hope. I gotta think of, like, I guess what I want to do after this if this ends early. I guess, like, maybe I could start DuckTales. Potentially. Fuck you, stop. I guess, you know what I do? If I end this early, I'll do some Voices of the Void. I've been playing it on my own time. Last time I played it, all the lights went out, actually, and I exited out of the game because I got scared. But maybe with chat, it'll be a little bit better. Maybe with chat, I won't feel as scared. Maybe I'll be brave enough to go out at night, even. Even though I looked at what the thing... I probably shouldn't have. I probably... Oh. Yo, no way! He is Kirby! What? Plot twist! Biggest plot twist in gaming. At the time of original adventure. Maybe I did look up what, like, the thing in the woods is. It still looks creepy. But I also learned that it doesn't even kill you, but, you know. I know so much about Five Nights at Freddy's, and when I played that during Halloween, I got spooked out a little bit. So, you know. Who knows? I'll probably still get spooked out. It's something about it is just very... Like, people on Joel's stream would always be like, it's so cozy, and he'd be like, what the fuck do you mean? And, like, I get it now, in a sense. But even when I go out during the day, it's kind of fucked up and a little spooky. Like, I don't feel even safe during the... Because I've always thought, if you saw, like, a fucked up thing during the day, that's way more scary than seeing it at night. Because at night, you're like, oh, that could have been anything. That could have been literally anything. The human brain is untrustworthy. And so... the idea of, like, being in a field and you just see, like, a figure, and you know, like, it's not an animal, you know what I mean? Like, you don't know what it is, but you're sure, like, that's something. That'd be way more scary. It's like seeing a ghost in daylight. Same thing, right? Like, if you were walking around, you saw, like, I don't know. There's, like, a sense of emptiness during the day. During the night, you can't see a lot, so you don't get that sense of wide open spaces, I suppose. But a wide open space is way scarier than a closed room. I have the opposite of claustrophobia. I'd be terrified of, like, I don't know. Something about it. Bro, fuck off. I'll take your power, actually. Can you slide with this? Yes, you can. A little bit. Not as much as in other games, but a little bit. Actually, sword might be better. Fuck! My swing wasn't fast enough. My swing! Oh, wait, I can get mix here if I, whatever. Stone is definitely not good to have here. Is this the first level of this world? Yeah, this is the first level of this world. Fuck you. This is the world that has the Dreamland inspired, like, black and white Dreamland level, though, which is fun. Which I think does work better in this version than the original, because the original was only the second game, so it didn't really make sense to be, like, nostalgic. Well, not even nostalgic, but just, like, harken back to that yet. Alright, that was a quick first level. I do like that these levels are quick. 3. 15 minutes. But the idea of kind of playing Voice of the Void does sound a little fun. It's not like I'm really waiting or watching anything tonight. It's not like Joel himself is doing Voices of the Void, or it's not like anybody I watch stream is doing anything actually I want to watch them do tonight. Oh, is this the fucking tower mid-boss level? It is. And we get King Deity's theme here for some reason. Donkey, quick look behind you. It's a figure. Don't fucking do that to me. If you guys do that... should I turn off my lights when I do Voices of the Void, or should I keep them on? I feel like I'd be too scared. You can't do that shit to me when I'm actually playing Voice of the Void in a little bit. You can't do that to me. You can't do that to me. Because I do. When I play that game, or even when I watch Joel play it, I'm like, every once in a while I look over my shoulder because I'm like, no, Vay, please. I do not like this. It's free, by the way, if you guys would ever want to check it out after I play it here in a second. There's probably a new update. That game's being constantly updated. Also, kind of looked into the developer a little bit. They seem like a cool dude. Or a cool person. I don't know their gender, actually. Fuck you. Why are you green, man? You should be blue. What are you? Like, no ice is green. What is this? Sour green apple snow cone? Sour apple's nasty, man. I don't know. I've never liked that flavor. I'm a watermelon guy. I remember these one popsicles I used to get from my grandma. Not popsicles, lollipops, and they were fucking good. And there's these watermelon ones. Were they Airhead? They might have been Airhead lollipops. They were delicious, man. They were so good. I'll take this. That's 2 for Donkey. What do you mean? What do you mean that's 2 for 2, Donkey? What are you talking about? Oh! Oh! Okay, I'm gonna die here. I will take this hammer. They better give me health. I do like this kind of became a tradition in Kirby games. Fuck, not you. Why you? Fuck. Fan. Stupid ass. Why wasn't Fan Forgotten Land? You could have put Fan Forgotten Land and would have been like, yo, no way, this enemy is bake. But you slander Marks and now you slander Green Apple flavor SMH. Bro, Green Apple, I don't... Listen. You know what I had the other day when I was forced to go to this play my cousin was in? One of the little cousins shared some of their Sour Patch Kids with me. And I forget how good those motherfuckers are, man. Those are delicious. Sour Patch Kids are genuinely really good. My dad didn't like it. He didn't like it at first, but I think he like, when they turned sweet, he was like, okay, I get it. They are rotting your teeth. I didn't brush my teeth last night. I should brush my teeth good tonight. Really get them good. I usually do. How often do you guys brush your teeth? I brush my teeth every night right before I go to bed. And that's like, unless I'm like, I'm going somewhere, or I'm already in the shower, that's the only time I'll brush them. I floss a lot too. Man, my fucking dentist appointment was rescheduled to like March when it should have been November. I like going to the dentist. It feels good, man. I like getting the feeling of clean teeth. What am I fucking, Dr. Habit? Peppermint Fan is a good look. I did like that look. Bugsy looks like baby puke. Fuck you. That's why. Oh! I kind of like suplex better than throw, I think. Fuck. I keep trying to do a dodge. This game don't got a dodge, man. Man, remember when Kirby in the Forgotten Land? Man, I wish I would have learned that when I was actually streaming at that Forgotten Land. Had the bullet time, because that is so useful once you learn it. It basically like wins you the game once you learn you have the bullet time. Am I near the end? Fucking Fire Lion. Do you guys, when you guys play Kirby, do you like try to stick with one power-up for the longest as you are able, or do you like to switch it up? I always like, there's like that one power-up I always like and I want to keep it. I love DD Tour Meta Nightmare Ultra so much. I just love those. I feel like Suplex isn't really gonna help me out here. I just love when you get to play as a different character in a game besides the main character, especially if they're unlockable, like Luigi, because it's, I don't know, it's just like, it's such a reward. I wish Kirby would do it more often. I wish Mario would do it more often. That's why I really like 3D World. I just love, because even in 3D, I will switch to Mario every once in a while in 3D World, because I'm like, yeah, well, I feel like playing as my favorite, my funny man, my lovable little funny guy. I have HDAD, so I switch up a lot, unless it's PSI. I always usually just try to stick with hammer or sword, depending on the game, you know. What did I stick with a lot? I don't know. In Forgotten, I really feel like I didn't give Forgotten Land the time it deserved. I really did feel like I rushed through that. I'll play that on my own. I want to replay that whole game on my own. When the anniversary comes around, I think. Yo, can I go on the moon? No, okay, that's not yet. I didn't even get all the scrolls for the power-ups, man. I didn't even get all the scrolls for the power-ups. I didn't get all the Waddle Dees either, but like I said, I feel like there's maybe a dozen too many Waddle Dees in that game. Oh, I know this level. This level where you gotta have, like, do a really dumb laser puzzle. This background I like. This background is a bit closer to, like, the NES background. Yo, this is just what Marks is. I've seen people say this before, but Marks is just the naughty that is, like, on crack. Genuinely. Waddle Dee more like Waddle Don't. What the fuck? This reminds me of that one level, like one of the last levels in Squeak Squad. You know what Squeak Squad had that was kind of cool, but like at the same time it was a little bit lame, was the ghost ability. Like it was cool, fun to play as another character technically, but at the same time it's like it's a little useless. I think bring Ghost back and have it be a bit more meaningful. Like you possess an enemy and they have like their own, like a substantial health bar. Like, could you imagine, like, you have to go from possessing one enemy to another, like, you go from a Blippi to, like, a Bonkers to, like, destroy a thing, then you gotta switch to a Blippi to swim through this, like, cavern. I feel like that could work. I feel like that really could work. I'm surprised they didn't bring back Animal from Forgotten Land. Because that's basically what Drill is. Like, they just kind of... Drill and Animal, I don't know. I feel like it should have just brought back Animal instead of making Drill. I feel like Animal would have been better. It would have had more versatility. Than Drill. Marks is a naughty with insomnia. Bro can't get a wink. Nope, not yet. The Dreamland level might be the last level before the final boss. I will say, and I'll, you know, when we get to it, I'll bring it up more. But the Fountain of Dreams in this is definitely better than the Fountain of Dreams in, like, this, one second, rubbing my eyes. Just visually, the Fountain of Dreams in this is the design-wise is just way better. It's way better, and I'm glad it kind of became, like, the main look for the Fountain of Dreams, with, like, the trees in the background, like, those coiled, tough trees that look like some Dr. Seuss shit, and like, the shape of the fountain in the water. It just looks so good. I like how they've brought it back multiple times, too. It's weird, like, you think the Star Rod is a weird thing. Like, the Star Rod and the Love Stick and a lot of weird things like that, and the Crystal Shards, it's like... It's weird how Dreamland definitely has some sort of significance to the Ancients. Like, the Ancients must have been here at some point. It was almost... I don't know, I'm waiting for the lore. I miss Animal. I was super expecting Animal to come back. Me too. Probably the best new Squeak Squad one, though. Was it Squeak Squad? That was Squeak Squad. Yeah, that was good. Bubble was alright, too. I think Bubble was a little bit underrated. I think you could do some cooler shit with it if you brought it back. Like, do some... Like, enemies get trapped in a bubble and they float up, and maybe you could, like, jump off of them or something. Like, you know, you could, like, hop off the bubbles, basically making makeshift platforms. Magic was cool. Magic was really cool. What game did they give Magic a full moveset? Was that Amazing Mirror or was it Squeak Squad that gave... I think it was in Amazing Mirror initially, and then they finally gave it a more interesting moveset in Squeak Squad. Because I like that. I really like the updated moveset they gave Magic. It really could only work in 2D though. I would... It'd be hard for me to see them bringing that shit back in a 3D game. I think Squeak Squad got more moves, yeah. Yo, finally! Give me lives and full health also. Boom. Get one up. Is this the Dreamland level? No, it is not. Give me that shit. Magic rules. Yep. I gotta itch my ear 1 second. How long have we been going? An hour. I'm really debating if I want to, because like part of me kind of does want to do Voices of the Void, like as a little extra thing. You know what? Might as well. Like I said, I got nothing going on. What would I be doing otherwise? It's more so will I have shit to talk about, because that game is a little boring. I guess we could talk about, you know, the philosophy of alien life. Cribbled, Nightmare, and Dreamer. Yup. RPG, I'll probably be playing Voice of the Void after this, because it's going to be a bit shorter than usual, which is a scary game, so you can fuck with me, if you so desire. You think they'd ever do a gimmick like Animal Buddies or Robot Armor, just 3D? I would love to see the... If they're... Like, if they wanted... I do love the Dreamland style of, like, combining power, because, like, you could say that's a Kirby's... That's what they did in Kirby 64, but that was really... Dreamland 3 kind of did it also. Just in, like, a bit of a different way. I think if you wanted to do that, bringing back the Animal Buddies would be an interesting way to do it. Man, I wish Smash Bros. Kirby had more, like, actual powers in his moveset. I've always said a cool up smash for Kirby would be, like, the double spike he gets in 64, where it's, like, the giant mouth that goes upward, and that would be the up smash. I'm just saying, that would be sick. That'd be cool. Ignoring this, I'm ignoring this. I do miss the animal, but I do like them. I think Dreamland 3 is the best, well, no. I like Dreamland 3 a lot. I do think maybe a little too many collectibles, a little too many things to get, and a little too many mission objectives. Yeah, this is where it looks like a fucked up laser puzzle I'm just not going to deal with. You know, I will take that energy drink, though. Bomb. I'd love to see Robot Armor Kirby as a spider in Smash, like Dr. Mario kind of deal. I stand by that in Meta Nightmare Returns. They should have had he should have had the Robobot segments, but it was just Heavy Lobster, and he was just in Heavy Lobster. Because how... They didn't have Jim or Heavy Lobster in Robobot, and that is... How the fuck did you not think to do that, man? Oh, here we go. Gotta go classic with this. No power. Black and white, baby. Black and white. I played all... By the way, if you ever want to see it, it was a long time ago, so it's not a super good stream. But I played all of Kirby's Dreamland 1 on stream in, like, a Game Boy Variety night that no one showed up to. But it's old. A lot of that stuff is old. I would like to do, you know... There's a lot of games that I did at first... I say act like this is like 5 years ago. It was only a year ago. But just the quality of my streams is so drastically improved from even just like a year ago. Well, it's almost going to be 2 years now. God damn. It's going to be 2 years here soon. And like in March, it'll be like 2 years. That's kind of crazy though. Yo, Castle Low. Yo, where the fuck are Low and La? What happened to those dudes? This is just a game ago problem. Did I say this is just a game ago? I mean, that's true. It was just a game ago. At least we got Kabula. True. Heavy Lobster would have slapped in Robobot. That's what I'm saying. They got divorced. Are they? What are they? Because in the anime, they were like siblings. And then in the game Adventures of Lolo, I think they were, yeah, they were romantically involved. And then... I'm not sure what I'm not too sure what they're supposed to be. I feel like brother and sister kind of works a bit more. You don't need every character to be Man of female with bow. You don't need it to be Pac-Man, Miss Pac-Man every time. Ow. Fuck you, Kabula. Why'd they make Kaboo, like the most, like a guardian sage in the, that was the weirdest decision the anime ever did, honestly. You think, if I was gonna give, like, a Kirby character, like, the sage that knows all, it would have been Wispy Woods, right? Like, that makes sense, and to an extent, like, he's the trees, the guardian of the forest, he's the first boss you always fight. That kind of makes sense in a way. He's got this legacy to him. Kaboo is just like, what? Sorry, not Kabula, Kaboo. Yeah, my bad. Yeah, why not Wispy? I've been streaming since early 2017. 3/4 of my streams are borderline unwatchable. Yeah, I know that. I know the feeling. It was a very messy divorce. Now, the reference they make to Dreamland here. Oh, yeah, this was just a game ago. Yes, yes. In an original adventure, this was just a game ago. Yeah, I was saying that. I think this works better in this game than it does in the original. Nope, no powers. I almost forgot. Think I don't know the fucking secret, man? You think I'm stupid? Think I don't know the secret of this level? Alright. What's the best goal game? What's the best goal game in Kirby? This is obviously classic. It's the reason Return to Dreamland. I feel like, I don't know, these goal games always felt a little superfluous. Okay, here we go. They use the gourmet race music here for his battle theme for whatever reason. Yo, look at this Dedede sprite though. Fuck. Best Dedede sprite, god tier Dedede sprite. It's so good, man. It's so good. The hammer is perfect. His size is perfect. His design in the beak wise is perfect. This is also the first game where he like puffed up just like Kirby, and in the manual it says he trained himself to do that. He defied the laws of physics. I've said this, but like Dedede is kind of treated as like, he's the bum dude. He's not as powerful as Meta Knight, so on and so forth. But he's Kirby's like main rival, and to be the main rival of basically an infinite energy, infinitely powerful god spawn, you gotta, like, Robobot even says it. He's one of the strongest beings on Planet Popstar, which, to be honest, Planet Popstar is kind of full of dudes that could, like, crazy dudes that could just, like, rip apart shit. I've said this even before. Even Wispy Woods, it's like, can you fight a tree? Imagine you tried to fight a living tree. Even if you had a chainsaw, man. You know how hard it is to chainsaw through a tree? So good they use it in Superstar Ultra. True. He's fucking massive. Got lung extension. We stand Dedede. Dedede, one of my favorite fictional characters of all time. I love him so much. I remember when I streamed Forgotten Land, that scene where he throws the Waddle Dee to save himself. Save the Waddle Dee. It made me cry a little bit. Made me tear up because I'm like, no, Dedede, I love you. You've come so far. This was like the first inclination, right? Because in Adventure, fuck. This fight is hard with no power. I usually have Tornado here. I guess I have the Warp Star thing. I could just, go back whenever I wished. And then this became like I have a bit of beef with this song with that. This became like, the Kirby theme. The people would be like, oh, I love the Kirby theme. And they'd like say Gourmet Race. They'd do Gourmet Race. And it's like, that's not it. That's not the Kirby theme. Don't get me wrong, Gourmet Race is good and all, but it's a little overrated. A lot of things from Superstar in general are overrated. I think I've made my statements about, Superstar pretty clear. Kirby, no! Oh, I was so close. This is 1-2 oatmeal, guys. Just harvest the wood almost like it's Minecraft. Yo, Deltarune Minecraft? I'm gonna go get Tornado to make this fight a breeze real quick. Yep. Where was Tornado? 3? Tornado was in 3, yeah? Or was it 4? Might have been in 5, actually. Next. Where was the Tornado? One of these had Tornado. Oh. Was it this? Yes, it was. Tornado is a beast in this fight. It just demolishes Dedede so quick. It's such a good like I said, it's also the run killer in Return to Dreamland. I know people use Leaf a lot in Return to Dreamland. I don't really get that. Leaf is fine. I definitely came around on Leaf. I used to think it was poo-poo. I wonder how Sand's gonna be, because Sand just looks like Leaf again. Man, I can't wait that you have Water again. Water is also one of my favorites. Water is just actually really cool. Yeah, Tornado's kind of overpowered. Because the invincibility frames, you know, unless you lose it. Fuck you, DDD. Come on, man. Why didn't you just tell Kirby you were doing this? I always thought why he didn't just tell Kirby Nightmare was had invaded the Fountain of Dreams is because he's just like an asshole at this point still. Like, he's still a pretty big piece, like, he's not a bad guy, but he's a jerk. Here's a good little cutscene they do here. This is also the first time we got a shooter segment in a Kirby game, which became a, you know, a trope. I think the 1-2, this is the 1-2 Oatmeal Choir rendition. They played it in the church. What the fuck are you talking about? I love that sprite. That's a good sprite. Look at him. I love him. I love this guy. I love this stupid idiot. In the artwork for this game, they make him look like he has like a tan belly, like a pattern on his belly, which I always thought was weird. Okay, here's the thing though. This segment can be a little poo-poo sometimes, so I'm just doing this. This is good though. This is a classic segment. This segment definitely looks way cooler in this than it does in the original version. The graphic power really helped this look good. And then they didn't like overcomplicate the background with like the weird 3D render look. Ow, fuck you, man. Honestly, the Nightmare fight's pretty easy. I'm glad Nightmare came back in Super Kirby Clash and he got some new moves and was able to shine in more of a modern Kirby capacity. Speaking of which, by the way, this is a lore thing that's not pointed out, and I think it was kind of retconned maybe with this game. But the fight you fight with Marks is also on the moon. It's the same place as it is with Nightmare, because in the original version there's stars on the floor, and it's the same. I think Kirby showed up and they started beating the shit out of me. I'd be hard-pressed to tell him pressing info myself. Oh, those colors are pretty. They are nice. This build up to this music, though, is so good. I just love There's something I just really love about Nightmare. He's just so cool, man. He's so cool. I love him. And I love the, you know, obviously he had the weird voice in the American dub, but he has a cool voice in the Japanese dub, and they made it his official voice in Kirby Clash. Let me do a restore point here, too, so I just don't have to do any of this shit over again. Fuck you. This is the strat for this fight. You just stay in this corner and he can't hit you. You know, unless you're stupid. Oh, that only slightly got him. I don't like how they retcon Nightmare to just be a body and hands character, though. Because, you know, in the anime, they gave him arms, and I always kind of like that. I don't know. I feel like it didn't ruin his design, but it's definitely like, why? Why'd you do that? Why'd you do that to him? Parallel Nightmare's body also, I love that how they did the tornado body in Super Kirby Clash. It looks so good. It just looks so good. Like I said, I'm surprised Nightmare hasn't come back, you know, considering Dreamland, Nightmare, blah blah blah. I don't know. I want a game that has a bunch of Dreamland lore. Obviously I get why it's, you know, they didn't do, a lot of the games nowadays don't really take place in Dreamland because it's, you know, it's a bit overdone. But I kind of miss it. I kind of miss the cozy country Dreamland. He also dies the exact same way in Super Kirby Clash when he's sliced in half by Galactonite. King DDD, give us money. Why is the moon covered in grass? Never got the choice. And then this is a permanent thing that happens. Unlike Sonic Adventure, they acknowledge that the moon stays in a crescent shape for the rest of the series. And then when you, like, see the moon in Triple Deluxe, it's round. They're like, what the fuck? But those should have been crescent, because it's been crescent in every other game. And they just said, oh, 2 moons. Our hero Kirby has fought bravely to recover the Star Rod. But King DDD didn't mean that's a weird way to capitalization. Didn't mean any harm. He certainly wasn't trying to harm the Fountain of Dreams. It all began when the nightmares appeared in the fountain. The nightmares rode the currents to the Fountain of Dreams. There he is, wreaking havoc and tormenting the residents of Dreamland. When King Dedede hid the star rod, the power source of the Fountain of Dreams, he was actually hiding it safely away from the nightmares. So this makes it seem like it was like the nightmares of the people of Dreamland personified. Borrowing King Dedede's power, Kirby managed to defeat the nightmares. Now the star rod has returned to the fountain, everyone's dreams will return. But obviously we know that's not the case. So fluff up your pillow and get ready for a good night's sleep. I love this music. Ba-da-dun-dun-dun. Yeah, this became like a very iconic look for the Fountain of Dreams, and I really like it. I really do like it. The trees back there. Kirby ruins the tides forever. I'd imagine just the standard enemy form look at... I bet his stand form is the anime look. This is his true form in the other appearance where he doesn't have any arms just between the two. And then we get the credits, and it shows you, like, the... I guess this is for the boss butch. It kind of shows you, like, the preferred best way to take out the bosses. Alright, it's an hour 16. What do I want to do here? Do I want to do a little bit of Voices in the Void? Let me check Twitter real quick. Let me see what's going on, if there's anything that I care about. It probably wouldn't be horribly long. I mean, the game goes by pretty fast, even if there's not a lot to do in it. You could easily waste a couple hours in Voices of the Void. Doesn't seem like anything's really going on. Anything happening? No, German's playing Elden Ring multiplayer. I don't care about that. Alright, I'll do a little bit. I'll do a little bit. If it's not long enough that I, you know, whatever. Bum bum. I'd imagine King Dedede was hiding the star as a way to protect everyone, and he didn't confront. That's exactly what I said, RPG, you freak. You didn't even listen to me, you son of a bitch. You know, like, they even show you in this, the best way to do Heavy Mole is just to shoot shit back at him, because it's not even worth it trying to get close to him. I do like Heavy Mole. There's something I like about Heavy Mole. Why'd that one make him sleep? And the night, y'all. I wonder why they decided to make Meta Knight blue. Because he was originally just like a black. He was black, right? He was just full matte black. I expanded your thoughts. I expanded your... Never mind. You think... I was gonna say a gross joke. I think you could easily know what it was. God, that Dedede sprite is just so good, man. It's so perfect. It's such a good sprite. HAL Laboratory cares more about their franchises than core Nintendo does. Oh, look at this disgusting. Look at this horrid pre-rendered thing. And this is the point. Oh, no, I can press start. All right. I don't have a BRB for this. All right. You know, let me end the local recording right here. Let me end the local recording right here, and I'll get like a Voices of the Void fucking screen cap set up and put on, I don't know, just type in alien in the music and see what comes up, and then let me go pee. Okay, never mind, I think I'll leave the rest here, whatever you're gonna talk shit instead of actually have a... What? Oh, I wasn't trying to, I'm sorry if I was actually being mean, RPG. I wasn't trying to actually be mean. Sorry if it came across that way, I didn't mean to be. Ba-bum. Alright. Yeah, local recording end.